Hello, everyone. Welcome to English Flow Podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm William, and we are so genuinely happy you are here with us today.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever told someone about something that happened, and you were not sure whether to say, I did it, or I have done it?
Both feel possible, both sound almost right, but one of them fits the moment perfectly, and the other one feels just slightly off.
And you cannot always explain why. You just feel it, or you do not feel it yet, and that is what makes it so frustrating.
If that sounds familiar, today is exactly the episode you need.
Because today, we're talking about one of the most common confusions in English, one that trips up learners at every level, beginners, intermediate, even advanced.
I have done, and I did.
Both are past tense. Both talk about something that already happened, but they live in completely different moments. They carry completely different feelings.
And once you feel that difference, really feel it, you'll know exactly which one to use, every time, without hesitating.
No long lists, no grammar panic, just real understanding, real conversation, real English.
If you're new here, welcome to English Flow Podcast. We are so glad you found us. Subscribe so you never miss a new episode.
Let's dive in. Or should I say, we have already started. Let's keep going.
Let's flow.
Okay, before we get into examples, let's just feel the difference, because feeling it is always more powerful than memorizing a rule.
Completely agree. So let's do what we always do. Let's use our imagination.
Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine someone asking you, "Have you ever eaten sushi?"
And you want to say yes. You want to say, yes, I have tried it before. At some point in my life, I have that experience.
You would say, "Yes, I have eaten sushi."
Not, yes, I ate sushi, because you were not saying when. You were not telling a specific story. You were simply sharing an experience, a fact about your life.
Now, same topic, different moment. Someone asks, "What did you do last Saturday?"
And you say, I ate sushi with my family at a new restaurant downtown.
That is a specific moment, a finished story, a closed chapter. Last Saturday? Done. Complete. In the past.
And did you feel the difference, even before any explanation?
I have eaten sushi. The experience exists in your life. You carry it with you. The time does not matter.
I ate sushi last Saturday. The event is finished. It happened at a specific, named moment in the past.
That feeling, connected to now versus finished and closed, that is the heart of everything we're going to talk about today.
I have done connects the past to the present. The experience is still alive, still relevant.
I did, the moment is finished. It happened. It is done. The story is complete.
Connected and alive, I have done. Finished and closed, I did.
Let's explore each one properly now.
Let's start with I have done, or more broadly, the present perfect. Have done, have seen, have been, have eaten, have tried, have finished.
And I want to begin with the most important feeling of this tense: connection, relevance, the past reaching into the present.
When you say, I have done something, you are not just reporting an event. You are saying, this experience is part of who I am right now. It connects to this present moment.
I have finished my homework. You are finished right now, in this moment. The result of finishing is present. It is done, and that doneness matters now.
I have lost my keys. You are saying this right now because it is still the situation. The losing happened in the past, but the result, the missing keys, is your present reality.
I have read that book. At some point in your life, you carry that experience. You have it. It is part of you right now as you say it.
And this is so important. With I have done, the time is almost never mentioned. No yesterday, no last week, no in 2019. Because when you add a specific time, the connection breaks.
The moment you say when, the event becomes finished, closed, and a different tense takes over. But we will get to that. For now, I have done. No specific time. The experience is alive. The result is present. The connection to now is real.
Think about life experiences, things you have done, places you have been, things you have tasted, seen, felt, learned.
I have visited 3 countries. Have you ever tried Korean food? She has never seen snow before. We have lived in this city for 10 years.
All of these, no specific time, just the experience itself, the fact of it, still relevant, still alive.
And here's something beautiful about I have done. It is also used for very recent events, things that just happened, and the feeling is still fresh.
I have just spoken to the manager. Just now, minutes ago. The result is present.
He has already eaten recently, and the result matters right now. Do not prepare food for him.
She has just arrived. She walked in moments ago. The situation is current.
Just, already, yet, recently, ever, never. These little words are the best friends of I have done. They signal recency. They signal relevance. They signal this is connected to right now.
Have you finished yet? I have not eaten yet. She has already left. They have recently moved.
Yet, already, just, recently, ever, never. See them and think, I have done. They almost always go together.
I have done is the tense of experience, recency, and connection, the bridge between your past and your present.
Now let's talk about I did, the simple past. And honestly, I did is the more straightforward of the two. It is clean, it is direct, it is closed.
I did, or more broadly, the simple past. I went, I saw, I spoke, I finished, I called, I tried.
And the feeling is very different from I have done. I did is about a finished moment, a specific, named, completed event in the past.
The story is over. The chapter is closed. You're looking back at something from the outside, not carrying it with you into the present.
I finished my homework last night. Last night is a specific time. That moment is done. It is not about the present situation. It is simply reporting what happened at a particular point in the past.
I lost my keys yesterday. Yesterday, a specific, named time. The event is closed. It happened then. That is all.
I read that book in 2020, a specific year. That reading happened at a defined moment in the past, complete, finished.
And this is the clearest signal of all for I did, a specific time expression. Yesterday, last week, last year, in 2015, 3 days ago, when I was a child, on Monday.
The moment a specific time appears in the sentence, you almost always use I did, the simple past.
Because the specific time closes the moment. It puts a frame around it. It says, this is when it happened, and that when is in the past, finished, gone.
I went to Paris last summer. Last summer, specific. I went.
She called me on Friday. On Friday, specific. She called.
They arrived 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago, specific. They arrived.
He got the job in March. March, specific. He got.
All specific times. All simple past. All I did. Clean, direct, closed.
And I did is also used when you are telling a story, a sequence of events. What happened, and then what happened next, and then what happened after that.
Yesterday was incredible. I woke up early, went for a run, had breakfast with a friend, and then spent the afternoon reading in the park.
Woke up, went, had, spent. A sequence, a story. All past simple. All I did. Each event following the last. Each one finished and closed.
When you are narrating, when you are taking someone through a series of events, I did is your natural flowing choice.
I did is the tense of stories, of specific moments, of events firmly placed in the past. Okay, let's put them directly next to each other now. This is the moment where it really clicks.
Let's go.
I have eaten at that restaurant versus I ate at that restaurant last week.
I have eaten, no time mentioned. The experience exists. It is part of your life, connected to now.
I ate last week, specific time. The event is closed. It happened at a named moment in the past. Simple past.
I have seen that film versus I saw that film on Saturday.
I have seen. You carry this experience at some point in your life. No time given. Still relevant.
I saw on Saturday, specific day. Finished, done. I saw, simple past.
She has spoken to the manager versus she spoke to the manager this morning.
She has spoken recently. The result is present. The conversation happened and its effect is now.
She spoke this morning. Specific time. The conversation happened at a named point. It is finished. Simple past.
We have lived in London for 5 years versus we lived in London from 2010 to 2015.
We have lived. We are still there. The living is ongoing from a past starting point to the present, connected and alive.
We lived from 2010 to 2015, a closed, finished period. Both the start and the end are named. It is done. Simple past.
Do you see the pattern?
No specific time, I have done. Specific time, I did.
Experience connected to now, I have done. Event finished and closed, I did.
And now let's talk about mistakes, because these are so common and so easy to fix once you see them clearly.
The most common one, using I did when I have done fits better. People say, I went to the doctor. I feel much better now.
The second part gives it away. I feel better now. That is the present result, the present connection. So I have been to the doctor. I feel much better now.
The result is present. The connection is alive. I have been, not I went.
Another very common one, mixing a specific time with I have done. People say, I have seen that film yesterday.
Yesterday is a specific closed time. Yesterday is done. So I saw that film yesterday. Simple past.
Have you ever noticed, and this one is subtle, how natural English speakers almost never say, I have seen it yesterday. The ear rejects it, because yesterday closes the moment, and I have done needs the moment to stay open.
Yesterday, I saw. Last week, I went. In 2018, she started. 3 years ago, he decided. Always simple past with a specific closed time.
And the opposite, using I did when I have done fits. Did you ever try Japanese food? Yes, I tried it once.
Both are understandable, but the more natural form for talking about life experience with no specific time is, yes, I have tried it. I have tried Japanese food.
Have you ever? Yes, I have. That pairing is one of the most natural in English.
Have you ever been to New York? Yes, I have been. No, I have never been.
Have you ever seen the Northern Lights? Yes, I have seen them once. It was breathtaking.
Have you ever? I have, or I have never. Not did you ever. I tried it once. Both exist, but have you ever with I have is the most natural, most flowing combination.
Now let's see I have done and I did living together in a real, natural conversation.
Imagine a job interview, the interviewer and the candidate talking.
So tell me a little about your experience. Have you ever worked in a customer-facing role before?
Yes, I have. I worked in retail for 2 years right after university, and before that, I volunteered at a community center where I dealt with the public every day.
Interesting. And have you ever handled a difficult customer situation?
Absolutely. There was one situation in particular. A customer came in very upset about a faulty product. I listened carefully, apologized sincerely, and resolved the issue on the spot. She left completely satisfied.
That is great. And in your last role, how did you handle pressure?
My last role was very fast-paced. I managed multiple tasks at the same time, prioritized carefully, and always made sure the team felt supported.
Let's notice every form. Have you ever worked, present perfect, asking about life experience, no specific time?
I have, present perfect, answer, confirming experience.
I worked in retail for 2 years right after university. Simple past, specific time mentioned, right after university, finished, closed. I worked.
I volunteered, simple past. Another finished, specific past event.
Have you ever handled, present perfect again, asking about life experience?
A customer came in, simple past. The story begins, a specific event, a narrative. I listened, apologized, resolved. All simple past, a sequence of story events.
She left, simple past. The story concludes.
I managed, prioritized, made sure, simple past. Describing actions in a last role, specific period, finished.
Both tenses, working together, each one doing its job, each one in exactly the right place.
The interviewer uses have you ever to ask about life experience, no specific time. The candidate answers with I have and then moves into simple past to tell the specific story.
That transition from I have done to I did happens constantly in natural English. Experience first, then the story behind it.
And now you can feel exactly why.
We are in the final part of today's episode. And as always, let's practice together before we say goodbye.
I will give you a sentence. You choose I have done or I did or just the right past form. Think about the feeling. Is there a specific time? Is this connected to now? Then William gives the answer.
Ready? Let's go.
She, blank, never visited Europe before. This is her first trip.
Has never visited. Have done. Present perfect. No specific time. The experience, or in this case, the lack of experience, is connected to right now. She has never visited Europe before.
I, blank, my keys somewhere, and now I cannot find them.
Lost. I lost. Simple past. The losing happened at a specific past moment, even if brief. And actually, you could also say, I have lost my keys, because the result is present. I cannot find them now. Both work here, but I have lost is more natural because the result matters to the present moment.
We, blank, a wonderful dinner at that Italian place last Friday.
Had. We had, simple past, last Friday, specific time, finished, closed. We had a wonderful dinner last Friday.
Blank, you ever tried cooking a completely new cuisine from scratch?
Have you ever tried, present perfect, a life experience question, no specific time. Have you ever tried? And the answer would be, yes, I have, or no, I have never tried.
He, blank, the whole project by himself in just 3 days last month.
Completed. He completed, simple past, last month, specific time, finished. He completed the project last month.
I, blank, just spoken to the team and they are all on board.
Have just spoken. I have just spoken, present perfect with just. The conversation happened very recently. The result is present. They are on board right now. I have just spoken.
They, blank, in this city since they were children. They know every street.
Have lived. They have lived, present perfect, since they were children, not a closed endpoint. They are still there, from past to present, still alive. They have lived here since they were children. Wonderful. Every single one. Feel the difference between open and connected versus closed and specific.
Let's close with the final summary. Clean, clear, yours to keep forever.
I have done, the present perfect. Use it when there is no specific time mentioned. Use it for life experiences, things you have done at some point. Use it when the past is connected to the present, when the result or the experience is still alive and relevant right now. Use it with words like just, already, yet, ever, never, recently.
I did, the simple past. Use it when there is a specific time in the sentence. Yesterday, last week, in 2015, 3 years ago, on Monday. Use it when the event is finished and closed. Use it when telling a story, a sequence of past events. Use it when the moment is firmly in the past with no connection to the present.
The quick test. Is there a specific time in the sentence? Yes, I did. No, I have done.
Is the experience or result connected to right now? Yes, I have done. Is the event finished, closed, and placed firmly in the past? Yes, I did.
Say the core difference one last time with us. Connected to now, I have done. Finished and closed, I did.
That is your compass. That is everything you need.
And remember, even if you mix them up sometimes, you will be understood. But every time you choose the right one, your English becomes more natural, more flowing, more confident.
And confidence, that is what this podcast is all about. Not perfection, not grammar tests, just the beautiful, growing confidence of someone who is truly learning a language.
You have been showing up. You have been listening. You have been growing. And that is everything.
If today's episode helped you, please share it with someone who is also on their English journey. One share can make a real difference.
Subscribe to English Flow Podcast and keep coming back every week. We will always be here. One word, one episode, one conversation at a time.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm William.
Keep flowing.